Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are making a screenshot taking application, and this is part 2 of this series. So first we have a public class screenshot and we are going to import some packages and extend this class to JFrame. Next we are going to declare some private variable which we going to use in this program. So first we have a content panel, then we have a robot class object, buffered image object, file chooser object, a string for storing the extension of the image, then a text and a JText field for taking input from the user, then a JLabel and delete button. Then we are going to launch our application in public main method and surround the with try catch block for any exceptions, and in the constructor we are going to declare our and initialize our other variables. So first we have some basic properties set, such as set default close operation, set bounds, set resizable to false, and set always on top equals true. Then we initialize the content panel, and then we're going to make a function for initializing the delete button. So now we have a code for action listener. So here whenever the button is pressed, the text field area will set a text to null, or everything written there will be deleted. And then we are going to add this to the content panel. Then we have a function for adding labels. We have two labels for format and file name. Now we are going to call these function in our constructor. Then we are going to declare and initialize the JText field area, and the default text showing here will be the screenshot. So the default name of the image will be screenshot. Then we are going to add some radio buttons for choosing between PNG and JPG, and then going to add to content panel. And we are using button group class for making sure that only one radio button is selected at a time. Then we are going to make a J button screen. We are going to add an action listener using a lambda expression to this screenshot button, and then we are going to surround it by try catch block and create the object of robot class, because this robot class throws exception. Then we are going to store the dimension of the image in a rectangle class from using the toolkit class. Then we are going to set this window not visible, then capturing the image of the screen and back, and setting the visible to true. And then we're going to make a object of file chooser class. In the file chooser object we are going to set file selection mode to only directories, so the only folders are shown. Then we are going to check that whether OK or yes button is pressed. Then we are going to check which format is selected. Then we are going to declare a string directory by getting the selected file and getting its absolute path and converting into toString. Then we are going to use image.io class for writing the image. So here first parameter is the buffered image, which we captured over here, then the extension, and then the file directory. Now we are going to catch if some error, and then we going to show the message error using the J option panel. And at last we are going to set the text to screenshot. Then we are going to add this screenshot button to the content panel. Now let's run our program. So now as you can see, we have our window and we can input the file name, and the default name is the screenshot, and we can choose between the JPG format and the PNG format. And to take the screenshot, we have to click on the screenshot button. So as you can see on the side, we have the image saved, and now let's open it. So now our program is working perfectly. So that is for today, and thank you for watching.